fast enough. Thank God you move fast while pushing.
Mufasa.
Why couldn't Simba save his dad? Because he had to Mufasa.
Damn.
No, Simba's dead. No. He will be missed.
Yeah.
Going back. So now the first entrance I found is worth it.
Yeah.
Gosh, I would have just thought that it was all one connected dungeon and been there for like an hour. What were you doing in there?
See, that's what I don't get. Like, you were clearly out of things to do, and you just still kept running around.
I thought there was something I was missing, like an illusion wall or something I could blow up or, you know, just anything. That's why I kept going.
But I just don't see, like, you knew this was a maze. You'd already been to other parts.
I thought this was a mini dungeon that I was gonna have to like go through to get to the real dungeon, which the entrance to that would be where the Master Sword was.
You're not half wrong.
That was what I thought I was trying to do.
But, like, you saw that the other skulls, there was tons of skulls around the maze, so I figured that would have made you clue, like, oh, I should just go look for another skull.
A lot of the skulls, that was the only skull with an open mouth that I could remember seeing.
Yeah, because, again, you just ran to the first one you saw and didn't think to look around more.
I mean, you see a dungeon entrance at any other point in the game, you go in it.
This is literally the first time that you have not, that you've gone directly in a door in a dungeon and not looked around everywhere else first.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well. Wait, is this work?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's fine.
okay.
Oh, I have a key. What am I doing?
Yep.
Showing
You
up
found
here.
it right next to the door, actually.
Yeah, really. Like, what am I? Oh, no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
well, that's convenient.
That's. Thank you. Thank you for giving your
Suppose.
life to me.
This is always...
Oh, what?
Oh,
No!
wow,
Nice
yeah.
shot.
Fun time.
Lovely.
I was thinking this room had fairies in it, but nope, I was wrong.
Is this just a trap room?
Yeah,
Shouldn't be.
I don't think it is.
Well, I know what I can do to get to the middle.
And you already have it equipped.
Yeah. Do that.
Crap.
No.
Ah,
Nope.
Aim better. There you go. I think it is just magic, restock, and maybe some hearts.
maybe.
I find myself flip-flopping between wishing this game was single tile and being glad that it's not. That's it.
Yeah.
That's weird. That hand tried to fall 3 times and missed every time.
Oh, that doesn't...
Oh, yeah.
It's halfway. Remember that whole half tile thing you literally just talked about?
Yeah.
You also could have just used the
Wow.
mirror to escape.
Right. I always forget that's a thing, too.
Boom, boom, boom. Aha.
It's an ant with a giant buttocks.
I think it's meant to be a spider? I don't actually know what it's meant to be.
I don't... Ugh.
With the
gross.
pincers, it makes me think spider.
I mean, ants have pincers, too.
Yeah.
It's also true.
If this sprite were in Pokemon, there'd be a hidden berry if I pressed A right there.
Huh. Nice.
And here, too.
Well, you're not in luck because this is like 5 years before Pokemon.
Roughly, yeah. In Japan, more like, well, yeah, 5.
Yeah, I was actually going off Japan.
And berries wouldn't exist for a few more years after that. How do get back?
You've forgotten.
That's... Let me see.
Use your map.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, I have a dungeon map.
Hello.
I've been doing these things so out of order, I'm just not thinking of them.
Well...
And you've LP'd how many Zelda games?
Like 5.
Haha.
Well, I mean, none of them are like this with modular dungeons that you can only be part of. Though that might actually have changed by the time this comes out.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa! Oh, no!
Wow. Yep.
Okay, this is also the first time that I've played, like, you know, this one. So.
Yeah, but I'm more so saying use your map. because they're while it's
Well,
modular.
In all the Zelda games I let's play, except Link's Awakening, which is a lot more simple, the map is just in the corner and I don't have to pause to look at it. So if it's not in the corner, I just instinctively think, oh, I don't have it. I am spoiled by modern
you
games.
sure are. I was also going to tell you, while it is a modular layout, it still follows the rule of floor 1, floor 2. So if you open your map for a second, wrong button.
Huh. Well, that's funky.
So yeah, everything is technically in the basement floor except for the boss.
Everything.
That was where I went.
Where are we headed?
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And just walked
And
into it.
fairy time.
Is this your first?
Second.
Second, I think.
One remains.
Arg.
And with that, you now receive the
Fire Rod.
Yeah. The rock and roll.
Well, that's awkward. I can't think of a single place where I'd want to use that.
Yeah. It's,
Now, I thought that Shamalama Ding Dong actually tells you where to use it, but again, I haven't seen a communication stone, so maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, even if there was one, I wouldn't have seen it because I just kind of zone them out after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give those though. Oh,
If
I got
they-
the heart!
well, at least
So
these
if
hearts
they
will
touch
respawn.
you after they're already down, they still get you.
I mean, yeah, I think that's a rule
Yep.
for all Zelda games if you walk in their hands.
Can't say I've ever done that before, or at least not that I can remember.
Well, there's always a first time, and it was just then.
And now. Why not? Oh! Wow.
Okay,
Ooh.
big complaint that I have with this game. It's really unfair that enemies can walk in places that I can't like that. Where they can walk half tiles and I can't. Similarly, how some enemies can face diagonally and I can't. That is a complaint that I had with this game the first time I played it, and I still maintain that just as much as I did before.
That's fair. That's an acceptable complaint.
Yeah.
It's kind of iffy.
And it's also not all enemies that can face diagonally, just some, so it's really strange. Where it's really hard to get a feel for like what an enemy can and can't do.
I
with-
feel that's how they justified the spin attack. Because that's your only way to attack diagonally with your sword, technically.
Yeah.
Or at least
I mean-
in more than like 90-degree swipes.
I like my spin attack. I use it a lot.
It is a piece of work. This room is like one of those.
I thought there was a communication
I have no
stone.
idea why it's there.
Let's see where I haven't been yet. Really nothing that's connected to this bundle.
Mm.
There's 3
Not really.
exits, or 3 churches, however you want to interpret that.
So you've done everything that it looks like you
Ah,
can. Ooh.
Then give those.
So I'd say go look for another entrance.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yup.
Yes.
Did you just say the word hiss instead of actually hissing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, hiss sounds kind of like the word. Hissing sounds kind of like the word, I mean.
No, not really. Well, sort of. It's just because the S sound. Because the actual hiss is like.
And I like,
That's another one.
Reminds me of
that's like an old cat.
Mario 2, the explosions say the word bomb.
I mean, that's my. I love that.
Bomb.
That's why my one of my emotes on Twitch is just that like animation, but with the word no instead. Because I just really love how that looks.
Yeah, it does. Cool. Looks cool.
The design is really sharp and on point.
No, 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 no. Stupid grass.
Maybe. Oh, I see. Looking for hearts.
Whoa.
Well, it helped you. It helped you
Thanks,
that time.
Tree. Wow. I just was saying, what has plants ever done for people? But wow. Okay.
Right then.
Wow. You were really out to prove the worthiness of your kind. I will spare you when I have the power to smite you.
The one
That
tree
sounds
that gets
good.
to live.
Oh my God. Infernal
Well,
beepery.
It was nice while it lasted.
It was the beepery.
But yeah.
Yeah. One way in Majora's Mask was nice. You got a double defense fairly early.
Yeah, like having it before the 3rd dungeon is actually really nice.
Yep.
I'm kind of sad that there's not really a definitive version of Majora's Mask, though, because they did the 3DS remake, but the 3DS remake changed so many things in weird ways that I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's like, yes, there's more convenience things. Yes, there's things about it that are less annoying to play. Yes, there's slightly better design choices, but there's also a lot of things that I just think were really changed for the worse that I wouldn't really be able to, in good conscience, call it the definitive version of the game.
Such as?
Zora swimming is now tied to your electric shield and consumes magic. You can't just do it by pressing A.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah, they nerfed the Zora mask really badly. A couple of the boss fights have been completely changed. Georg and Twin Mold are not the same fights anymore. Which, your mileage may vary on whether or not you like the changes, though, so I'm gonna say that one's more subjective. What else did they do? They added a few new side quests, like the Circus Leader's Mask actually does something for a side quest now, which is kind of welcome, but at the same time, it's a very cryptic quest where it has to be, like, exactly the correct time, and you also can't have done certain things in that cycle to activate it. It's something that I feel like you wouldn't easily figure out on your own.
Speaking of something you wouldn't easily figure out on your own,
I don't know.
yeah.
go back to the other half of the forest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, like, other things that they changed. They gave Tattle more help text where she pops up at really obvious times and tells you what to do. I felt like Majora's Mask was kind of free of those, hey Link, this hallway's all twisted moments, but Majora's Mask 3D kind of added some in, which I'm not really a big fan of. I'm very torn on liking or disliking if the Bomber's Notebook pops up every single time you hear a rumor or hear about anything, because it is kind of nice having the Bomber's Notebook be more helpful, but at the same time, the fact that it pops up every single time somebody tells you something that maybe could possibly be related to a side quest, it gets kind of annoying.
Yeah. That would. I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's like...
Considering how many side quests there are, too.
Yeah, because there's a really big number of them. So, like, it does have some changes for the better. I'll give it that, but I'm not sure if I could totally call it the definitive version of the game, because there are things I like better about the 64 version, and not related to speedrunning.
Whoa.
It's also kind of disappointing that there's no Master Quest. I know that the Master Quest already existed when they did Ocarina of Time, though, but considering there's only 4 dungeons, I kind of wish that there was, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
It would have been
What
nice.
would they change? Just
Dungeon layout.
Yeah, but like,
dungeon layout and double damage.
I feel like 4 dungeon change is not worth it. Double damage. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, like, I kind of wish there was a hard mode in it, though, like they added for all the other remakes, though, but it's the one that doesn't have it. Ah!
That's Fairy.
Where the hell do I go?
Think about things that you've seen that seem out of place.
Nothing comes to
Yeah,
mind.
Nothing
this is a
at
kind of
all
weird one.
that you saw looked out of place.
If it did, I no longer remember it.
Okay, remember that thing you talked a lot about?
Majora's Mask 3D being bad.
In this video game.
Not liking how enemies are unfair at times.
About this dungeon.
Something that looked
About
kind
bugs.
Strange bugs
I still
coming
don't
out.
know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, you have a worse memory than a goldfish! Go to the left.
Okay, that's a hint I can actually use.
Good.
Oh god. What was left again? I'm kidding.
I'ma slap you. I'ma slap you, because you've made that mistake before.
Okay, I do get left and right mixed up from time to time. I won't deny that. Jesus. You have a worse memory than a goldfish.
Holy moly!
You're lucky that does no damage to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky there.
That's the one saving grace of the Wall Master. No damage dealt to you. Also, you were 2 doors away, so.
Oh,
Ah.
trying my best. I'm sorry.
Like I said, this is a little obtuse.
This is why I don't do blind Let's Plays on my channel.
Yeah, just bringing that,
Yeah,
bringing that there.
that's,
All right, you have two options.
at
Which
the
do you think it
present
is?
moment.
I mean, maybe.
Congratulations, that was neither of the two options. You found a third.
And a fourth. Oh, let me see if I can.
And a seventh. And a 13th. It just keeps going.
Gate 15, gate 16, gate
Yeah.
17.
We watched
17B.
Airplane last night, for those who don't know about Sub Movie Night.
If you want to watch movies with the Pro Don John, be sure to
Oh
pledge
my
$5.
God. I forgot you did that. See, that was a day ago, so I can understand having kind of forgotten that. You have two options in the room you're in.
Yeah. Well, one of them. It's weird to think of it as an option, but more
I mean-
as like a. I
Fine.
think we're making
you
this
have one option in the room you're in.
Yeah. No.
Emil, for the love of God.
This is.
Honey, I'm so sorry. Reese, don't ever.
Oh
Wow,
my
you
God,
almost
wow.
did that. I'm actually quite impressed.
Okay.
That was kind of weird.
Again, you have one option in the room you're in.
Not helping.
It is, trust me. Think.
Item slot number 1.
Unpause the game.
No!
No!
I pressed the wrong button.
Whoops.
Oh my God.
Upsie.
Oh. Keep going to the left.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
My toes.
I'm really
You
sorry.
have one option in the room you're currently in.
Kill this guy.
No. What
No.
can you do in this room?
Bum bum.
Oh, no.
It's not really so much an option, I think. I think the way he's thinking of
You
it
think
as,
he's
like,
overthinking that he has to stay in the room?
that he has to do something, yeah.
And not the hint I'm trying to tell you of leave the room?
You said there was one thing I could do in
Yes,
in this-
the one thing you can do in the room is leave it.
I was thinking like a thing that I could do inside the room because you were saying one thing I could do
That's
in
why
the
I
room.
said two, because there were two doors that you could have taken. And then I moved it down to one because you couldn't reach one of them.
Yeah, but like one of them didn't lead to the outside. Okay.
I was trying to tell you there are two doors, and that you can only
I thought
reach
there were
one.
2 items that would let me get
No.
over to the door that was across the gap.
No, the only way you could get over there was the weird glitch you did, or to bonk off a wall.
And also the fact that I almost did it made me think, oh, okay, that is what I'm supposed
That's
to
why I turned it down to one. Because you found something I didn't expect.
I'm lost.
Alright, so what looks out of place out here?
That.
Death.
Never mind.
do. And
myself.
That's no fairies.
And you're outside, which
oh,
means...
man.
What?
Yes.
You're outside. If you had died inside the
Yes.
dungeon, you would have stayed in the dungeon. I should have told you to
Yes.
stay inside and die.
Yes. Yes. My friends.
Well, we'll see you guys in a bit when we get back there.
Zelda. A link to the past.
If you were about to warp to 4, I was gonna yell at you. For a second, I'm like, he wouldn't.
Wait. Oh.
What's wrong?
What's
wrong?
I was invisible for like.
Yeah, because you used the flute. Invincibility for a couple seconds with the flute.
Oh.
I would honestly recommend getting the blue one.
Well, you could release a fairy. And
You're always 1 second too slow.
You're always too fast.
I mean, you start talking like Yoda, like blue potion. Get, I would recommend.
So you're literally telling.
Then you wouldn't be.
You are literally telling me just to yell at you from here on out now. You realize that, right? Also, Yoda physically hits people, so maybe that's not the best comparison either.
Oh my.